Noswaith da, good evening and welcome to this live StreamYard event, and it's Coleg Cambria's new student live question and answer session. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We know that you as a new student are probably getting very excited about joining us here at college. We know we are. But you've probably got quite a few questions. So this event this evening is allowing you the chance to ask those questions that you wanted to ask and for us to share the information we have. But before we go any further, we're joined this evening with members of the college team who hopefully will be able to answer your questions and provide some insight into what it's going to be like when you join us here at Coleg Cambria. So just to introduce our panel then, I'm going to go around my screen, and if I can start with Owain, please, if you can explain who you are and what you do.
Thanks, Lizzie. My name's Owain Roberts. I'm Head of Marketing Admissions at Coleg Cambria, and me and my team are involved in the journey from the learner between, obviously, the application process right the way through to when they join us in September.
Thank you. Kelly?
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Mack-Jones. I'm Head of Information Systems at the college. So myself and my team are responsible for all your enrolments, anything to do with your data, your lanyards, timetables. So hopefully I can help you with any queries you've got regarding that.
Brilliant. And Bethan, I'm not sure, we can't see you just at the moment, but I'm hoping Bethan's there. Are you there, Bethan?
I am. Can you hear me?
No. Okay, we'll come back to Beth, and I'm sure she'll join us in just a bit. That's the problem with technology. So, okay. So the idea of how tonight's going to work is you're going to get the opportunity to ask any questions. Please use your device, whether it's your social media device or your computer. Please pop your questions in, and then we will endeavour to answer them. If you think of questions later on after the event, don't worry, because we'll make sure you've got the information you need to be able to contact us either later on in the week or tomorrow, and we will get back to you with all of your questions.
Lizzie, just on that point, you can also just pop stuff on social media, guys. If there's anything the team man that into the evenings and things like that, so we'll certainly get back to you. If you've got any questions after today, as Lizzie said, if you pop them on social media, we'll certainly get back to you then as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thanks for that, Owain. And so just before we start then, just to introduce myself, I'm Lizzie Stevens. I'm Head of Inclusion here at Coleg Cambria. So I'm responsible for equality and diversity, mental health and wellbeing, learning support and specialist support. So you know who we are. So hopefully you'll think of some questions that you want to ask and drop them in. But we've already had some questions come in, so let's make a start. Obviously, there's people been thinking about their journey and their transition into college, and they've already sent some in. So the first one I've got coming in is, what do we do during induction week? That's a really good point. And induction week, in case you're not sure what that is your first week that you join us at college. Owain, do you think you'd be able to answer that?
Yeah, I can take that one. So your induction week is when you first come into college, on your first day, obviously, and you will get to meet your fellow students. You'll get to meet your tutors, and really importantly, you'll get to meet your progress coaches, who'll be your support throughout your time at the college. You'll tour the facilities as well and see where you're going to be learning, and really sort of get a feel for where you're going to be learning, find out where you can go to eat, find out where you can see student services. So Beth and her team. You'll get your lanyard, you'll get your timetable as well. Also during that week, we have a freshers fair that takes place on each of the sites as well, and that's a really fun and useful exercise for learners to go and attend. So it's a really laid back sort of week, and it'll outline what you do, where you to go. It's really just to get you to have a feel of the college really on that first induction week.
So nothing to be nervous about, is there?
Absolutely
no.
not.
No, exactly. So if you do have any questions about and want to know more about that, and if you're particularly worried, I would say around coming into college, then you can contact our wellbeing team. They're the people who are in college to be able to support you with any issues that you might be concerned about, and that's wellbeing@cambria.ac.uk. wellbeing@cambria.ac.uk. Please drop us a line and we'll get in touch. If you have any specific concerns, then you can actually come and have a visit beforehand just to get used to where you're going to be. So just get in touch with us. Okay, well, we've got some other questions coming through. But just before I go on, Bethan's now been able to join us. So Bethan, do you want to introduce yourself and explain what you do?
Yeah, I'm Bethan Charles, and I think that there is a bit of a delay, sorry, but technical difficulties. But yeah, so I'm the Student Services Manager. So Student Services based on every site across all of the colleges. We look after transport funding, information, advice and guidance, amongst a whole host of other things. So if you're ever stuck, just come and find us and we'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Brilliant. So I think we've got the right people here this evening for everything to do with that first stage of your journey. Okay, so actually, funnily enough, Bethan, there's a question come in that I think is probably what everybody's thinking about at the moment as well, is that sort of journey in, is how is it too late to apply for a bus pass?
No, absolutely not. And you don't really need to apply. All you need to do is come into Student Services, have a look on the website first, maybe see about the routes that are closest to you. If you've got any difficulties, email transport@cambria.ac.uk. We've got a network of coaches that cover all areas. So from the Wirral to Deeside, there's transport to Fleece Vassy as well. But also if we haven't got it on a bus route, then we will look at providing a Riva pass as long as you're eligible for that pass. So plenty of options, but if you're not sure, come in and have a look. But the main thing is you need to be living over 3 miles from the college, and there's transport to every college as well, whichever one you're going to.
Great. So the idea is to get in touch beforehand and have a discussion and get your pass if you're confused as to how to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Chances are that if you are on a route, so for example, if you're going from Buckley to Yale, for example, we've already put that route on your student card. So when you get your student card, that will be on your pass as your bus pass, really. So yeah, it's just the Arriva passes. If you're not sure, then come into Student Services.
Great. That's wonderful. Thanks for that, Bethan. So if you have got any queries about anything to do with transport, very straightforward. It's transport@cambria.ac.uk. That's transport@cambria.ac.uk.
Yeah, or just call into Student Services or give us a ring. Yeah.
We're always happy to see you. We're always very happy to see anybody popping in. So thanks very much for that. Just to remind anybody that might have just joined us, you're here live on this question and answer session, which is all about new students and the new student experience. So please do send in your questions. And Jacob already has. Thank you, Jacob. That's great. So Jacob is asking, if I did GCSE Maths and English on the Level 1 ICT course, when will I get my results so I can put them on in the you confirm your place email? Owain, would that be you?
No, I can help with that one.
Oh, Kelly, sorry, beg your pardon.
So they're due to go out to learners the results on Thursday of this week. So the 24th of August, you will receive an email from us, which will contain the details of your results. And at that point, then you'll get a confirm your place email that you can go on and put those results in and confirm your place with us. If you have got any questions or queries about your results, if you email exams@cambria.ac.uk, they'll be able to help you with that.
That's brilliant. I hope that answers your question, Jacob. And again, if you've got any concerns, please do either email us or you can always pop in. So thank you for that, Kelly. Okay, so keep your questions coming in, and we will do our very best to answer them. And as I said earlier, if we can't answer them tonight, we will go away, we will find the answer, and we will get back to you. In fact, I'm going to say we'll get back to you tomorrow. So I'm speaking on behalf of the team there, but we will do. So Sarah, hi Sarah, thanks for joining us tonight. Really great that you have. Looking forward to meeting you when you join us at college. So your question is about lunch times. So do we all have the same lunchtime, or will it depend on our timetables? Kelly, is that you as well?
It is, yeah. So it will depend on your timetables. So everybody will be given a lunch break. It just depends on your lessons and sessions. But generally, lunch will start at 12 o'clock and end at 1:30, just depending on your break. But it won't all be the same. We have to stagger it for obvious reasons. Canteens and sites can get very busy, but you will be given a lunch break, but it might not necessarily be the same as somebody who's studying a different course.
Okay, so they'll find that out as soon as they join. You'll find out, Sarah, when you join us, what your timetable is, and you'll be able to make your plans for lunch times. Just on that point, we have also had Maria previously has asked about what happens at lunch times. Where do I go? And we have our canteens on sites, on all of our sites. We also have coffee bars, we have outside spaces, we have relaxing indoor spaces as well. But if you are particularly nervous or you like just to have some quiet time, we also have quiet spaces available for you. So we have a club for a group for people who might have social communication difficulties. That's called Engage, and that's in our quiet inclusion areas. We also have our wellbeing hubs on our big sites where you can go and just have a chilled out time, so a relaxing time without any interruptions. So we have somewhere to go for everyone. Does anybody else have any information about lunch times?
That's covered everything.
There's Active Cambria. Does that go on lunch times as well?
I was going to say that there's groups held by Learner Voice and other sessions like that, and Active Cambria. I know that they have a timetable for yoga, for example, at lunchtime and activities. And there's also like outdoor ping pong tables and also outdoor gym equipment for people to use. So there are things going on across the sites.
That's great. Hi, Hawkeye. Thank you very much for joining us. Really pleased you've popped a question in. And this question is, am I allowed to wear full-on makeup? I wasn't allowed previously. I want to express myself in a different way. For example, black eyeliner around my eyes. That's a really good question. And I think people are interested in what to wear at college and how to present yourselves. And I think it's exciting that you are wanting to express your individuality. What I would say is that we do expect our learners, we treat them as adults here. This is an adult environment. It is different from school in that way. And we would encourage you to be able to express yourself. However, there is always limitations depending on the vocational course you're doing. So our job here at Coleg Cambria is to prepare you for the workplace. So where there might be restrictions in workplaces, for example, in particular certain trades, for example, there might be limitations on what you wear and around your makeup. However, if you have any queries, we have a dedicated equality and diversity specialist at the college, and she's absolutely brilliant and will support you to express that identity and also with any questions you might have. So if you want to get in touch, her name's Alice. She's absolutely lovely. She's a great person, and her email is equalityanddiversity@cambria.ac.uk. It's equalityanddiversity@cambria.ac.uk. So do get in touch with Alice. But I think it's absolutely fantastic that you are looking at this as an opportunity to express yourself, and think wonderful question, and one that a lot of people wonder about. Okay, keep your questions coming in. If you've just joined us, you are with us on our live Q&A about new students at Coleg Cambria. Really nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. You will get opportunity. Please send in your questions. You'll get a chance to ask all of your questions. However, if you're a bit uncomfortable to ask them now, we can answer them tomorrow, or you can get in touch with us in a number of ways that we'll tell you about later. Megan, hi Megan, thank you so much for joining us. We're really pleased to have you here. Well done, and a great question. Really great question, and one I don't think we've had before in our StreamYards. So I'm delighted you've asked it. You've asked about the role of Learner Voice and Student Council. Now, unfortunately, Rona, who's our Learner Voice lead, isn't here tonight. However, Bethan is, and I'm sure, Bethan, will you be able to answer this?
I can give a bit of an overview in terms of what Learner Voice is. I think it's a really, really important part of the college. It gives the learners opportunity to maybe express things that they feel needs improving, and it gets taken to senior members of staff. So as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, but in the first few days or weeks of term, each class will select a class rep, and then from the class reps, there will be a parliament or a council, and then there'll be different people elected from that as well. So it's a really, really, we do take it really seriously here. But certainly in the first week, if you're interested in being part of Learner Voice or the Student Council, then I would see either Rona or Mark or Rob, who will be around on all of the sites during Freshers Fair, which happens in the first week of term, or call into Student Services and we can point you in the right direction and help you make that connection with them.
Thanks, Bethan, and thank you, Megan, for such a good question. And that voice is so important to us here at Coleg Cambria, and we very much hope we'll be looking for your name and hoping that you will be taking part in those activities and hopefully being a voice of Cambria. Okay, moving on. Hi, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining us. And you've got a question with regard to your daughter. So your question is, what happens if my daughter does not meet the A-level entry requirements when she gets her GCSEs? Okay, so I think, Kelly, is that one for you?
Yeah, I think between me and Owen, we could probably answer this. So yeah, if they don't meet the entry requirements, first of all, don't worry, don't panic. We are open Thursday and Friday for anyone to come in to discuss their options with us. So we've got staff on site to give advice and guidance on the best route forward. Or the other option is when she can still confirm a place with us, but obviously she needs to say she hasn't met the entry requirements. Then what will happen is a member of Owine's team will then get in touch with them to discuss their options. So there's two options. They can either come into college and discuss it with us, or if they're more comfortable, they can do that online, and our team of experts will give them a call back.
Well, I think the most important thing, Kelly, you said it right at the start, is not to worry. There's a place for everyone here at Cambria. So the best thing, as Kelly's mentioned, is not to worry and to let us know, and we can certainly support you through that. So whether you want to come in or do it through online means, then that's great. But coming in means you can speak to someone face to face, and you can't beat that. So there's loads of people available on all the sites on Thursday and Friday. So please do come and see us if that is the case, and hopefully it's not, and everything goes as it should be. But
and the other thing I think to mention actually is we do offer GCSE resits in maths and English. So we do offer our learners the opportunity to resit at college. So if it's anything to do with those subjects, they may be allowed to take their course and resit their GCSE alongside it.
That's great. Bethan, did you want to add anything, or UK?
No, I think everybody's covered it all. It was just like Kelly and Owen said, we've got the open days on the Thursday, Friday this week, so there'll be plenty of people around to offer support. And like Owen said, there's a place for everybody at Coleg Cambria.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Kevin. I think the clear message is here. If you've got come in and see us, come in and see us on this week, or get in touch with us. If you want to get in touch with us, please do contact us. You can contact us in a number of ways, actually. You can phone us on our main phone line in case you aren't sure who you need to speak to. That's 0300 30 30 007. 0300 3030 007. Or you can have a look at our website. So that's www.cambria.ac.uk. So have a look at our website, or you can email us. You can email us on our individual. You can look at our website. You can email us on our individual, or you can get in touch via the website through the chat on there. Is there a, sorry, Owain, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's some sort of chat mechanism, isn't there?
The live chat on the website, because of volume during August and September, and the student services team are tied up, it goes through to an email address. It's not actually live. There is a live chat link which goes out in the confirm your place emails, which goes through to Kelly's team. That is working. But the one on the main college website, just purely because of volume and staff around to manage during September and August, that goes through to an email, which is then handled by student services. But there may be a delay on doing that. So it'll be just a case of, again, you've got the social media as well, which I mentioned earlier. That's always a good way, and we can try and support you through that. Phone and emails as well. But the confirm your place link, which goes through to all students, that's got a live chat link within there. The email that all learners will have had by now, and that's already being used currently by Kelly's team, and is being manned as well as the admissions team. They also look after that as well. So lots of opportunities. And we also have an email called welcome@cambria.ac.uk, and that's a great email address again that goes through to
my team.
Support it. Yeah, there's lots of ways to get in touch.
Yeah. So hopefully that's reassured you that that we are here, we are waiting, we are excited. We cannot wait now until the learners come back onto site. So please, any concerns, any worries, anything that's a barrier for you, get in touch with us, and we will work with you to make sure those barriers are removed. Hi, Sarah. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome, Croso. And your question is about the beginning of the year. Okay, so it's, will everyone start on Monday the 4th at D-side the 6th? Because I got an email saying that we were told what days we need to go in that week. So will some people not be starting on Monday? I've also had a couple of other questions coming in around timetables as well. So who would like to take this one?
I'll take that if you don't mind, Lizzie.
Yep.
So yeah, the induction for D-side 6 and Yale 6, actually, all our A-levels, level 3 learners, is Monday the 4th of September. So if you are studying A-levels with us at either site, that will be the day that you will be asked to come in. But not everybody's induction will start on that day. Again, depending on your course and level, but you will receive an email from us that specifically tells you what day your course you will come in. They will go out from the 30th of August. So again, check your email. So if you've confirmed your place with us, you'll get a welcome email. It tells you where you need to go, who to look out for, and your start date. In terms of timetables, we can't issue you with your full timetable until induction week, and it will be issued on the student app and portal. And the reason why we can't do it any earlier is due to the number of learners confirming and volume on courses. So we try to leave it as late as possible to stop any movement. However, if for whatever reason, personal reasons, childcare is an obvious one that I can think of, that you do need to know your timetable earlier or for work commitments, then please get in touch with us via welcome@cambria.ac.uk, and we can see what we can do, because we may be able to greet you earlier. So at least then you can let your employer or childcare know what days you'll be coming to college.
That's a really helpful answer, and that we've had quite a few questions around that, so I think that does answer that. But again, as Kelly said, if you've got other queries, or if you don't feel we've been able to answer it fully for you or anything like that, just get in touch. As Kelly said, it's welcome@cambria.ac.uk. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for your message. Okay, will I receive my new ID cards? Yes, this is always a concern at this time of year. Not just for, can I just say, not just for students, but also for staff. We have new staff who are wondering when they get theirs. So in case you hadn't spotted, we do wear our lanyards. And when will you be getting it, and how will you be getting it? Great question, Jacob. I'm going to pass this one to, Bethan, would this be you?
No, it's me again.
Kelly's on the spot tonight.
So you will receive your ID card during induction. We don't post them out anymore. It will be given to you either by your progress coach or your tutor. So they will collect them from us in bulk via course. you'll meet them and they will hand them out to you in your induction room, which, like I said previously, that will all be on your information confirmation email that we send you where to go. So you will receive it when you start. If for whatever reason you aren't given one, there could be a number of reasons. We haven't had your photo sent in to us, so it's really important that you send us a photo for your ID. So if you haven't done that yet, you can either do it on the email that we sent you, or again, you can email your photo to welcome@Cambria. And it does need to be kind of a passport style photo, so head and shoulders. It's really important that you're looking at the camera. If you do that beforehand, we will ensure that your card is printed and ready for you. Sometimes, obviously, learners change courses, so it may be that it's been given the wrong box. Don't worry. I've got a team of people on site that will be printing cards throughout the day, so make sure that by the time you finish induction, you will receive a card.
I think it's really important. I think it's really important to say that you need your lanyard every single day as well when you come to college. It helps you get into buildings, it helps you get around buildings, but it also lets us know that you're supposed to be at college. It lets us see who is supposed to and who isn't supposed to be at college. From a safeguarding perspective, it's really, really important that you keep a hold of your lanyard and look after it. If you do lose your lanyard, you'll receive a number free of charge, and after a certain number, I can't quite remember off the top of my head how many it is. We will need to start charging the learners who've lost that. So please do look after your lanyard when you get it. It's very important for a number of reasons I've just mentioned, and obviously make sure you look after it, don't lose it.
Fantastic. Everything you ever wanted to know in the world about lanyards, and some things you probably didn't need to know. But there you go. Crumpy, really great answer. Thank you. Hi, Kevin. Welcome back. Will the college support my daughter during the UCAS application process in the second year? Great question. Really great question. I think this one, I'm really going to put myself out here now and say this is Bethan.
Yeah, that's right. So the UCAS applications usually start the second year, like you've said, but it's there's that much support with it, because it's not only the tutors that will support you, but also the progress coaches. They've got sessions, they've got made sessions that the UCAS application will be part of, to make sure that they've got support with writing their statements and things like that. But also we've got Careers Wales, and we've got our own Coleg Cambria careers advisors as well on hand. So if there's any questions whatsoever, we've got ucas@cambria.ac.uk or careers@cambria.ac.uk if you've got any questions about any sort of part of that process. But like I said, there is a lot of support available through PCs, through student services, and the actual tutors as well. And you'll get probably opportunities to visit universities, link in with them. There's lots of support available.
So we also offer level courses at the college as well. If you feel really comfortable at the college and we offer something in that area, that might be worth considering as well. The Cambria University Centre offers a wide range of courses that would be a natural progression in some cases, so that's great.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that here at Coleg Cambria, we're really focused on developing the whole person. And so when we're talking about UCAS as well, it's not just about the qualifications, it is about that creating all of those skills and experience. And we have things like our Welsh Baccalaureate, which really is a bonus for things like UCAS. So something that we really pride ourselves here at the college in is about preparing young people for their future lives, and it's something we're very good at and work very well with them on. So I hope that answered your question. Hi, Molly Jane. Really nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope we're answering some of your questions, but great to see that you've popped a question in here as well. You're asking about the start date for your course next week. I think, Kelly, you have touched upon this, but you just want to go over it again, just make sure that...
For all learners that have confirmed a place with us up until Tuesday the 29th of August, that's the date you need to confirm by. From the 30th, you will receive an email from us that has details of your start date. and that will be induction. So all induction takes place week commencing the 4th of September, but it does depend on the course that you're doing. So please look out for that email because it is really, really important. If for whatever reason you don't get the email or there's any queries with it, again, Welcome at Cambria is where you need to go, or you can use the live chat on the email and my team will pick that up and answer your question straight away.
Hope that answered your question, Molly Jane. And just to say, we're really excited about seeing you. Pop in to either inclusion or student services. Say hi when you join us, and hope that that's solved that particular query. So, if you've just joined us, welcome. We are here live at this Coleg Cambria StreamYard event. It's our new student live question and answer session. And we're here to try and answer all the questions that you may have about joining us here at college in September. So just to remind you, if you aren't comfortable or aren't able to ask your questions, perhaps you might be having difficulty with your device to be able to upload the question or something, don't worry, because you can contact us at any point and we will get straight back to you as soon as we can and answer your questions. So a quick reminder about how to get in touch with us. You can contact us by telephone on 0300, and I'm just going to wait for it to catch up with me. 0300 30 30 007. So just a reminder, that's 0300 30 30 007. So give us a call or alternatively contact us via our website. That's www.cambria.ac.uk. So moving on, please do send in your questions if you're able. You can use your PC, your social media, or any other ways, Owain, they can add it onto here.
Social media, the welcome email that Kelly's mentioned as well, welcome at cambria.ac.uk, and obviously the student services with guys can just rock up and have a chat with someone there as they can. So a multitude of different queries, so lots of different ways as we put on the screen today.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so keep your questions coming in. We have had some earlier on today, so I will I'm going to ask a question that I think I'm the answer for, actually. I think I'm the one who's going to have to answer it. But it's about, somebody's asked us, they have dyslexia, and they're asking about, will they be able to get support? Yes, inclusion support at Coleg Cambria is second to none. We have a huge inclusion team. So as part of that, we have specialist tutors. We have 11 specialist tutors across the college. So whatever course you are on, you will be introduced to them within your induction week. That specialist tutor will be able to undertake assessments for dyslexia and also for screening to see whether you have likelihood of any other specific learning differences. That might be dyscalculia, it might be ADHD, ASD. So we'll be able to support you with your neurodiversity. We'll then be able to work with you on strategies, put in exam access arrangements, and work with your tutors and progress coaches to make sure that support is spread out into the classroom setting as well. So don't worry about it. You might feel that how will we know that you've had it at school? We do ask you to tell us. So if you haven't put it on your application form, you can refer yourself at any point when you're at college if you find that you're having difficulties. You can also speak to your progress coach, who you'll meet as soon as you come to college, or you can speak to your tutor and we can make a referral. However, in the meantime, if you've got any queries, please do contact us on learning.support@cambria.ac.uk. That's learning.support@cambria.ac.uk. And we will get back to you within the next 24 hours so that your queries are answered and your worries. And that's what we want to try and do, is take away those worries for you. Okay, please do keep your questions coming in. Hi, Kevin. Oh, that's a good question about if your daughter fails her A-levels in the first year, can she resit them? Now, I'm not sure. Kelly, do we know that answer, or do we need to get back on that one?
They need to come in, I guess. It's kind of just a decision on a case by case basis. So if they have failed, if they come in and speak to our team or drop us an email, they probably arrange an appointment to discuss the best way forward. And I guess Beth and your team might be able to help as well from a student services perspective.
Yeah, I would have said that say when you get your results, so I take it'll be this time next year, so last Thursday next year. And if that is the case, then there will be plenty of people on hand in terms of the curriculum directors from the areas there to give advice. And again, it would be potentially case by case, but it would I would say that it would be the area that decided on that.
I think if I just jump in there as well. I mean, A levels are fantastic and then one route onto university, but level 3 BTECs as well can provide you with a route into university if that's where your daughter's looking to move on to. Courses are far more coursework related, and for some learners that is a much better way of learning. Perhaps learners that don't deal fantastically well with exam pressure and things like that. So there are alternatives. Whether it be within the A-level sphere that we've mentioned there, or also by looking at other courses similar to the topics that she's interested in, that would help her move on to perhaps a route onto university as well. But there's lots and lots and lots of support in student services, and I think coming down on those days would be my advice. Really, is coming down and speak to someone on those days.
Yeah. Also, just a point there as well in terms of UCAS that. It goes on UCAS points. So I know that the question was asked earlier about applying to university. The same would be whether you're doing A levels or BTECs. That's the level 3 courses. It would be the same sort of support going and applying for university.
I think as well, like the important thing to remember is if a learner is struggling, there is assessments throughout the year. So again, that's where learning support would come in, or we would then have conversations with yourself and your daughter as to whether that is the right option for them. So we try and not let the learners get to the end of the year. We would look at the best option throughout the year.
Thank you. Yes. So I hope that's been reassuring for you. As you can see that we all are very passionate, and as a college, we do everything that is possible. Failure, although it can happen, is very, very rare in that sense. And nothing's a failure, because if the course isn't right, we have alternative courses. But we know our learners, and that's the beauty. We get to know our learners, so we know where there are barriers, and we put in interventions to make sure those barriers are overcome. I think that's probably what we're all saying here this evening. Okay, Jacob, I think Kelly's answered this question, but just to check, when do they know about their timetables, Kel?
But they will get given their timetable during induction, which will have the specific days that they're going to be in. So I can't confirm yet for any course what days they're going to be in, due to learners still confirming and group sizes. But again, look out for that email that will tell them the date of the induction, and then during that time you'll be given your timetable, which you'll know your specific days.
Thank you very much. And hi, Hawkeye. Nice that you've sent in another question. Thank you very much. And it's about food. And do you know what? It's surprising how often this question comes up, because food is very important for all of us, actually. So, how is the food in Yale? Is the canteen any good? And are there any discounts? Who'd like to take this one?
Well, I'd just like to say that with this point that we've got free breakfast for all our students in the mornings. So there's canteens on each site, and there will be something like a piece of toast, cup of tea, coffee, that sort of thing, available to all students. So make sure that you get in before 9 o'clock and grab yourself a free breakfast. In terms of whether the canteen's any good, I know that they do have discounts, and the feedback has always been pretty good as far as I'm aware. If there are any problems, that's what Learner Voice is about. Also, you get a soup and a roll at lunchtime, so there's plenty of support for that. And I know very well that the soup and the roll is very good. So there we are. So that's what we had last year in terms of soup and a roll. Whether that's going ahead this year, I'm not 100% sure, but the breakfasts definitely are.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't like it, then there's Learn a Voice. Have your voice heard. Join us and tell us. So, okay. Thank you. Thanks for that question, Hawkeye. Keep them coming in. Lucy, welcome, Lucy. I hope that you found this evening quite helpful for you. So your question, it's induction week every day or some days. So it's about induction week. I think this is really important. I've had a couple of queries here earlier as well about induction week. So I think we need to tell people what's going to happen in that first week. Who wants to take that first? Owen, would that be you?
Yeah, we've covered that one a little bit earlier. It's first week is learners come in, they'll get a feel for the college, they'll meet their tutor, they'll meet their fellow students. They'll also tour facilities, find out where student services are, they'll find out where they can go for food. We also have a really exciting freshers fair on each site during that first week. And importantly, they'll meet their progress coach, who will be a real support for them during their time at Cambria. And the learners can go to that progress coach if they want to move course or they're not happy about the course on and they're finding it difficult and things like that. They can go and meet Lizzie's team to find out about additional support, and you'll be shown where those guys are. As far as whether it's every day of the week, Cal, I think you mentioned that earlier about what the split was, didn't you, between levels? Do you want to just cover that one?
Yeah, induction isn't a full week. It's generally 2 days. So depending on what course you're in, you will either be coming in for induction on Monday the 4th and Tuesday the 5th, or Wednesday the 6th and Thursday the 7th. No learners will be in on the Friday, so you will only be in for 2 days in your first week. At that point, you'll be given your timetable, and your course will actually start the following week commencing the 11th.
Fantastic. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Lucy. If you're not sure, please do contact us at welcome@cambria.ac.uk and we will endeavour to answer it further. Okay, moving on. We've had quite a few questions in around transport. Bethan, could you just give us an overview about whether we're being asked, is it free? What will happen on the first day? And will I know where to go on the first day when I get off the transport? So there's 3 questions there. Happy to split them up, but I thought I'd roll them into one.
I think the first thing is check the website and see whether there's a coach coming from your area. If there is, you'll be able to get on that, even if you haven't got your lanyard, because the bus drivers will be aware that nobody will have their card. You'll be given your ID card, which will have the bus route for you advertised. Then get in touch and we can see what else we can do for you. You need to be living over 3 miles from the college. If there isn't a college bus route, chances are it will be an Arriva bus pass. So you just need to come into student services and we will issue you with you'll need to fill in a form and then we'll issue you with a pass. But just come into student services if you're not sure about anything, but you do need to live more than 3 miles away from the college.
Just where you need to find that information, where you need to the information on the website that Bethan referred to is if you go onto the college homepage and it's within the college life drop down, you'll see information about free travel, breakfast and lunch, and all the information around free travel and the routes that Bethan mentioned can be found in there.
Great. And they can also contact you on transport@cambria.ac.uk.
Or call in.
Please. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, please do keep your questions coming in. We haven't got that long left, but don't worry, because we will be having another StreamYard during your first week. So if there's anything you or your parents want to know about, then they can do that. Lucy, thank you again. Fantastic question. Can students wear what they like? Well, Hawkeye asked something similar before, but does anybody want to talk about sort of uniforms, or there are some areas where you might be?
Yeah, I can take that one, Lizzie. Yes, so on your first day during induction, it's all about being comfortable. So wear what you feel comfortable in. It's not a fashion show. It's just about you being comfortable and comfortable in your surroundings so you can move around college. So just come in something you're comfortable on your first day. Some courses do have kit and equipment requirements. That might include a uniform or your tunic or something like that if you're in hair and beauty. The kit and equipment list, the kit and equipment for each course can be found on the college website. So if you go to the course you're going on to, there'll be a link within that page on the website that's got the kit and equipment list within there. You're not expected to have that during induction. It's about obviously getting into college, finding your way around, and then the tutors can talk to you about that. But if you need to know what that kit and equipment looks like, go on to the course you've applied for on the college website, and then at the bottom of the page there will be a drop down that says kit and equipment for that course. So that's when you can find out. But as far as what you wear from a day-to-day basis, just wear what you feel comfortable in.
Wonderful, thank you. I hope that's answered your question, and we will look forward to meeting you and seeing what you're wearing. No, I'm joking, but it'd be lovely to see. We are looking forward to seeing you. Okay, please keep your questions coming in. But we have had quite a few in. Oh, hi, Kevin. I'm just going to answer because we've had quite a few in on finance, and then I'll come straight back to you. Student finance, Bethan, are you able to answer that?
So just linking into the kit and uniform and things like that, there is a fund called the Financial Contingency Fund, which is a means tested grant for learners, which pays for essential course items such as PPE or uniform, that sort of thing, essential trips, books, which I think might be linked to the next question that was put up. So they've got the Financial Contingency Fund, which helps with kits like beauty kits, or if you're doing animal care, we could help with PPE, for example. But also we've got a fund called EMA, which is Educational Maintenance Allowance. It's £40 a week for the learner to come to college. It is dependent on attendance in college. It's paid fortnightly. There are more details on our website, or you can again email Student Services for more information. So Financial Contingency Fund, it's a college grant, so come in and pick up a form and then you can bring it back to us. EMA is a Welsh Government grant, so that form gets sent off with all income details. As I've said before, they are both means tested, so it depends on how much money comes into the household. But there are more information on the website about funding if you look on the website under student finance. If you are over 19, there is something called the Welsh Government Learning Grant, which is a grant that's paid termly. Again, there's so much information to give. It's difficult to give it in such a short space of time, and I know that we're running out of time. So please get in touch with us, and me or my team can give you more information about that.
Okay, thanks, Bethan. And just to confirm, that is a Welsh Government financial grant, isn't it? And not for our many English learners. So is that correct? Or
yeah, so it is. It's for Welsh learners. However, English learners can access the Financial Contingency Fund if they're eligible. So there is some funding. And if you think that we've got free breakfast, free transport as well, there are pluses.
It's a fantastic deal. So hopefully that's convinced you that Coleg Cambria is the place for you. Second to none. Okay, we're getting loads of questions in. Sorry, I'm aware of the time. Getting loads of questions in about what happens confirming your place, how that works, what happens with submitting GCSE results. Kelly, are you able to tell us about that?
Yeah, so firstly, good luck to everybody who's about to receive their results on Thursday. We wish you all the best. It isn't the end of the world if you don't get the grades that you're anticipating, so don't worry. There is an option on your email that we will send you asking you to confirm your place with us to tell us that you haven't met the entry requirements. You can either tell us on there and our team will call you back to discuss your options, or we have got an open day where our staff are on site across all sites and they will be able to give you the best advice and guidance on the best course for you. In terms of if you have got the grades and you want to just confirm your place with us, there's a link on your email. It says click here. Obviously, follow the instructions, click there. There's a form that you need to fill in. You need to put your GCSE results in there, what you've got. Follow the instructions on screen and submit that to us. That then means that you have confirmed your place with us. You will then receive an email from us on Tuesday the 29th of August, explaining your start date and induction details. But if you've got any queries or questions in the meantime, welcome@cambria.ac.uk is where you need to go, or on your email there's a link to our live chat. My team are manning that around the clock at the moment, just to kind of look at all your queries. So please use that facility to give us any questions.
Okay. If you are concerned, please do get in touch. But also, if you need to replay that, I think this is going to be live on our YouTube channel after the event. So if you need to listen to us again, then please do, and you can fast forward to where the question was. So don't worry if you missed any of that or couldn't jot it down. It's all there for you to listen to later. Hi, Kevin. Sorry about that. I missed your question there. Many apologies. Resources. That's a really good question, actually. Access to books, computers, and everything to help with A-levels. I can answer that because we do have an academic skills department in the college. They are within the libraries, and they're there to support and to provide resources. We have a very, very well-resourced library. We have excellent study support people. So we will make sure that she has what she needs to be able to complete her studies. We also, if somebody has an additional learning needs, we have access to, again, huge amount of resources and staff to support with that. So long as she lets us know what she needs, then we will speak. Just come and have a chat with us is the answer. If you want to know more about learning support or academic skills, it's learning.support@cambria.ac.uk. learning.support@cambria.ac.uk. And also our academic skills department, they will come and meet her within her first week. Okay, hi Lucy. Okay, I missed that question, sorry. What's the start and finish time of the day, please? That's a good question. I'm sure that's going to be confirmed, but Cal or Bethan, sorry.
It does vary on courses and timetables, but courses do start 9 o'clock generally. I know it's 9:15, I think, at Northup due to buses.
Yeah.
And then the end of the day is potentially 5 o'clock, depending on your timetable. But again, it's not all students will be in 9 till 5. It does depend on your course and timetable, but that is the college working day is 9 till 5.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
So just off the back of that as well, so each site will have different times for the buses leaving. So although your day might finish, it tends to be that the buses leave Deeside and Yale at 5 o'clock. So yeah, and a bit earlier on the other sites as well because of the shuttle buses between the sites.
Thank you very much. And Jacob, I will come to you. I will come to you in just a moment, but we are getting lots and lots of questions around sort of like when you're in college, people will be asking, I'm not 100% sure that the course I've chosen is right for me. Would I be able to change? And that's a really valid question. Owen, over to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can certainly take that one. This happens a lot. Learners may decide they want to change their course before they join us, and they can do that and move over courses, assuming they've got adequate grades to get on the course they want to go on to. So if they decide they want to move course before the 4th of September, then they can email admissions@cambria.ac.uk. That's admissions@cambria.ac.uk. It's scrolling across the screen now. Or if it's after the 4th of September, we run a campaign called Swap Don't Drop. And I mentioned at the start of the live chat today that we've got a place for everyone at Cambria. So it might be that the course isn't quite right for you. It might be a bit too difficult. It might not be exactly what you thought it was going to be. And that does happen. What we don't want you to do is leave the college and go and do something else. What we'd like to do is work with you to find something that is suitable for you. And Bethan's team are the guys that do that. So Bethan, do you just want to talk about the Swap Don't Drop process this year?
Yeah, so it'll start on the 4th of September. So if you're not happy about anything, have a chat with your PC. I think your progress coach, you'll be able to you'll get to know them over the first couple of weeks. So there'll be a good point of contact. So have a chat with them, and then they'll probably bring you down to student services, and we will be able to facilitate a change to the course that you want, following a bit of information, advice and guidance. And then the plan is that the course that the progress coach that you're leaving will introduce you to your new progress coach. So there'll be a nice handover, whether you're moving sites or just moving courses. So you won't be like left not knowing what's happened, and hopefully you'll get your timetable the following day. So it'll all be done quite quickly, but just as long as it's sort of like, it's whatever you want. We're very person-centered, so it all goes on what the learner wants.
And Betha mentioned the progress coach there, and the progress coaches you will be introduced to during induction week. So it's really important that you get to know who they are. And if you're not happy and you want to move courses, then that would be your person you'd go and speak to in the first instance and take it from there. But lots of people around at college on the first day, and there's lots of friendly faces. So please do make sure you just reach out to someone at the college, and we can certainly support you to make sure you're on the right journey and the right path.
Or you can put it through on the hub as well. So if you don't feel comfortable about speaking to somebody about it, just send us a message on the hub and say that you want to swap courses, and we'll be able to do it that way. We'll then link in with you directly, and we'll do the changes that way. Very inclusive.
So I think what we're saying here, correct me if I'm wrong, what we're saying is there is something for everyone here at Coleg Cambria, and that's certainly what we've seen. Don't worry if you feel you don't have it right. We will work with you. Zia. Hi, Zia. That's fantastic. Nice to see you. Really glad you've joined us this evening. And you just wanted to say that you came to the college as a mature student. You were really worried. Okay, and it's been a really great experience. It's been a great experience for us as well, Zia. And I think it's a really valid point that to say we had a StreamYard event just recently around support at Cambria, just to say that we are an inclusive college. That is very, very important to us. And we make sure that everybody is included and has a place here with us. So that's whatever protected characteristic or whoever you are, you will find your place here, and we will work with you to make sure that you feel comfortable, relaxed, and really happy about being here. Okay. And on that note as well, I'm sure Zia would say the same as well. We do have a fantastic wellbeing team. If you are feeling worried, if you are anxious about coming to college next week, don't worry. We have a wellbeing team. You'll see them. They wear green hoodies. They're around and about all around the college. You'll see them. They're there to support you. There's a whole team who'll be there to support you. You will be supported right from the first minute you get here. So please don't be worried. However, if you have got any anxieties, contact us at wellbeing@cambria.ac.uk. That's wellbeing@cambria.ac.uk. We will get straight back to you as soon as we can. And we will, if you need to, we can meet up with you. Whatever suits you. We're here for you. That's our job. Okay, time is running out. So I'm going to start drawing us to a close. It's been a really busy StreamYard. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been lots and lots and lots of information, but I'm sure we've missed loads. I'd just like to say a massive thanks to the panel and just ask if there are any last words from the panel, thinking about anything we might have missed. Is there anything you'd like to add? Starting with Owain.
Thanks, Lizzie. Yeah, and thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I'll just echo Lizzie's words. I hope it's been useful, and I hope there's lots of ways you can get in touch with the college. I'm sure there's people out there that currently haven't put an application in or been leaving it late. That's not a problem. We are still accepting applications to start in September, and we accept applications right up until the end of September and early October. But it's really, really important that if you can get one in, the sooner the better. That means a lot of different reasons. One, the course may still be open. Courses are going to waiting list currently, and courses are getting full. So if the sooner you get it in, the better. But there are still places available, so please do get your application in. And obviously, the sooner you get it in, the less of your course you'll miss if you do start with us late. So if there's anyone out there listening or watching, or you've got friends that haven't applied, then certainly the doors aren't closed for starting with us in September. We've still got places available. But please do move quickly and get those applications in.
Thank you, Owain. And Kelly, Bethan, anything to add?
I'd just like to say, if anyone has got any worries or concerns about confirming their place with us, email us at welcome@cambria.ac.uk. That is the best email to contact us on. So any questions or queries, and if anybody is struggling to do it online, my team are able to do it for you. We would just need to kind of confirm a few things with you due to GDPR. But please don't struggle. Use our email addresses.
Yeah, and if you've just got any queries about anything whatsoever, then we've got inquiries@cambria.ac.uk. We've got the main switchboard number, which I think is 0300 30 30 007. Yeah. So yeah, any queries whatsoever, you're not sure about anything, then please just get in touch, call in, ring or email. We'll be able to sort out and allay any fears.
Okay.
Don't worry about anything.
Thank you to the panel for joining us this evening. It just leaves us to say to all our new students coming to join us in September, or even if you're just thinking about it at this point, we are so excited about seeing you. Please don't have any worries. Do contact us, and we look forward to seeing you in September. Thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in, and keep an eye out for our social media posts and for further StreamYard events. Thank you. Nasveta, good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.